And about a year ago, they started breaking ground on these super deluxe apartments, at least for this area. I know super deluxe is becoming very normal now, but this one, in my opinion, is very important because one, it's a Friday and there's a bunch of vehicles parked here. Oh, there is a couple workers. Okay. I was hoping there was no workers. I didn't want to drive. But anyway, these places right here were already this far along, like 3-4 months ago. They broke ground over a year ago, and they had the basic structure with the external shell 3-4 months ago, which in just a few years, I was going to say in my day, but just a few years back, maybe a decade back, once you had the whole outside skeletal part of the thing done, you started knocking out the interiors on these places fast. Like, you wanted a quarter of them done in 30 days, 50% of them done in 60, 90, 120 days. You wanted all the units ready. And my point is, they've had 120 days and they don't even have the parking lot done. So something's going on here. And this one was way ahead. This one was like 2 months ahead of this structure over here. And I thought these things were going to be rented in like March. It's September 1st now. This is just pretty wild to see. This was some farmland that got converted to multifamily. And I'm just totally guessing here and have no evidence of this. But I'm just wondering, it slowed down so much in the last 4 or 5 months. Did the loan that the previous builder had going on this thing blow up? And by blow up, I mean whatever. The rate went up. He couldn't make the payments. He wasn't going to make it to the deadline. And they're actually in the process of, rolling this over to another. Like, these should have been done 3-4 months ago. They should have been rented. They should have had tenants in them. And they have a sign. Think about this. We just hit September 1st. So it's really August. I'm going to drive you by this because this was mind-blowing to me. They've got a banner out front of these that says, will be available. These are apartments available early 2024. So you're telling me at this stage right here, where you have all external work done, besides grass, you've got the sidewalks in, you've got the decks built, you've got siding, you've got them painted, you got windows. You're telling me that there is not going to be, look at this, coming early 2024, summer mill. That's 4 months away if it's January. It should be coming in the next 30 days. I don't know. I think something's going on because I've seen a couple other projects and I don't have enough time to do a ton of research, but I saw the foundations and I saw the electrical and the plumbing and I could tell that they were multifamily. This is out in Sumner, Washington, but I saw some in Tacoma, Washington. They came to a halt. They still have the equipment on the ground, but at this point they have dandelions and grass that's 2-3 feet tall, all throughout the property, even growing up around, the plumbing stubs and all that. And I'm like, okay, well, they've gone to complete shutdown mode. And I think this is happening to more and more of these projects. I don't know if the numbers aren't penciling out or because the interest rate now, so whatever they borrowed, easy number to think about is, let's say on one of these, they borrowed $10 million, okay? Just for sake of argument, what's that? It's like a 40 unit build, $250,000 per unit. So $10 million, and they had an interest payment of maybe $25,000, $30,000 a month. That'd be 3-4%. Okay, so they've got to cover that every month while they're paying out the build out. Okay, now you got current rates, and you're talking it's $50,000-$60,000 a month, besides making payroll to these contractors and things of that sort. it only takes a few months at that rate where you burn through your capital, you know, whether you had working capital of $250,000 or whatnot, you're talking only 3-4 months and now your cash is gone. So I don't know. Just thought I would show that. I was running an errand and I didn't plan on seeing that, but yeah, that blew me away because I remember I was down there in April and I was like, oh, these are going to be rented in June, July. And then I was down there in May and I was like, oh, they look the same. Then June, then July, and now I'm September 1st. I'm like, what the hell? They are moving like snails on large apartment complexes. I mean, they want to start collecting $2,000, $2,500 a month on those things. Anyway, that's my thought.